Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to more WWE Universe Mode. Here tonight, we've got NXT for you, including a big main event. Dakota Kai, Candice LeRae will meet each other one-on-one to determine who will face Rhea Ripley at NXT Takeover. Before we get there, this week's main event, we've got Sasha Banks coming up against Casey Catanzaro. So that should be a good contest there for Sasha. We've got John Morrison and The Miz in the mix for the tag team titles on SmackDown. They're up against Breezango this week. Shinsuke Nakamura will go one-on-one with former Cruiserweight Champion Gran Metalik. Should be a good contest there. Sonya Deville will be taking on the Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch, as Becky's searching for a win as she gets ready to take on Bayley at WrestleMania. And Rey Mysterio will go one-on-one with Shelton Benjamin. Sasha Banks with the win. Morrison and Miz gonna win as well. Shinsuke Nakamura too good for Gran Metalik. Becky Lynch continues her momentous run over Sonya Deville, and Rey Mysterio with the win over Shelton Benjamin. This week at NXT, Santos Escobar defeated Noam Dar. Retribution defeated Loomis and Priest. Karrion Kross defeated Riddick Moss. Chelsea Green and Mercedes Martinez defeated Vanessa Bourne and Tegan Nox. And Matt Riddle also got a win over Drew Gulak. And Tommaso Ciampa, big win for him this week as he defeated the Velveteen Dream. Imperium and Heavy Machinery will open up NXT this week. Alrighty, so tag team contest to get us underway as Imperium, one of the emerging teams right now in NXT, looking to make their presence felt even more so. They've got probably one eye on those tag team championships at the moment that the Viking Raiders hold, but they need a few more wins to earn that chance just yet. One win to their name so far. Looking forward to this one. It'll be Marcel and Aichner out there as Walter and Alexander Wolf will be ringside watching on. So this should be a good battle here. Heavy Machinery been up and down. They've got some, internal issues, whether they're going to keep together as a team or not. They haven't had a lot of successes of late, but they're trying their best to keep the team together, to keep things going. But they've been out of the mix. But 8 wins, 57% win-loss. That to me suggests that this is a team that can make it work. They are capable, and whilst they haven't had the NXT Tag Team Championships just yet, they certainly have the capability. They've got the size, the power, the strength to go along with it. They just need a bit more experience, a bit more knowledge, and a bit more, maybe tag team chemistry, I would say, that they're slowly building, but a little bit of an internal rift perhaps. Are they getting along as well as they could be? Maybe that's a bit of an issue that they're currently experiencing. But we're underway nonetheless. It'll be Otis up against Marcel as we get things underway. And Otis with a nice vertical suplex here. So Aichner and Marcel will be here for us to open up for Imperium. As we mentioned earlier on, a nice win in their recent match to debut and get their NXT run underway. It's Marcel looking for maybe a cutter of sorts. He missed out as he gets bowled over by Otis. So the tag team champions are the Viking Raiders. They are still undefeated. They have not lost any matches here in NXT. They have just, surged through the entire tag team division, just kind of bulldozing everybody. No one has really come close. We probably thought the Undisputed Era had the best chance of maybe securing that win, and there still is a good opportunity for the Undisputed Era to maybe challenge and go for it. As well, Marcel, he wanted another piece of Otis, but the referee's saying, hey look, let Otis have a chance to recover and get back in the ring. Bit of a maybe controversial decision here. I mean, Marcel's all within his rights to go out there and attack, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Instead, he comes after Tucker. Bit of a cheap shot there, but hey, look, you got to do what you got to do, and this is Imperium. They're young, they're brash, they want to try and make a big impression. They're all foreigners. They want to certainly stamp their mark here in NXT and make their presence felt, and so far, it has worked out, but Otis looking to shut it down and using his strength and his size. He's a big man, plenty of weight on him, and he's going to be tough to maneuver, as Marcel's finding out right now. Count of 6. Referee getting closer and closer to maybe counting this one out as Walter coming along. He's a big man as well. He's got plenty of power about his capabilities. So far, no tags have been made in this match. Count of 8. Marcel realizes he wants to get back in there, and he'll break up the count because I think he realized Otis was going nowhere. Otis was seeing fairies for a moment. And now the swinging neck breaker. Down goes Otis. And Marcel just says to the crowd, what do you think about that? I gotta say, so far, Imperium have looked really strong in this match. Marcel's had a good start. Otis has had his moments. But maybe a tag would be a wise decision here. Count of 5 again. This one's still brawling to the outside of the ring. Marcel might want to get back in there and bring Otis with him. I think a count-out win wouldn't really do a lot for either team. Both teams looking for a decisive victory to really move them up the ranks. As both guys trying to get back in the ring. Otis will get there first. And now Marcel joins him. Cat and mouse stuff now. As Otis will meet Marcel in the ring. And he'll pick him up with a belly-to-belly overhead throw. Nicely executed that belly-to-belly suplex. And just tossing him over the top. And again, he kind of crashes the outside of the ring. We're back out here again. Both guys happy to brawl around the outside of the ring. Not sure if that's the right decision for either guy, but probably would suit Otis a little bit more. You have to feel, every time, he gets a chance to get his hands on Marcel and throw him around. He's got the barricade, the ringside post, the apron to kind of play with. Marcel probably better off trying to maybe go for a submission or try and ground and pound him a little bit more inside the ring rather than look to brawl around. What are you going to say? Barthel's look pretty good though. He's in a pretty good touch. He's, that first match he had recently, he looked pretty good. He and Aichner, I liked what we saw from them. And they really did make a strong impression. And he's backed it up here so far tonight with a similar result. He's coming here looking to make his mark immediately. Otis is trying to fend him off, but Marcel's doing everything he can to stay in control, but there's a mistake. Tucker with the blind tag and brings himself in, and Tucker will have his chance to get his hands on Imperium's Marcel as he slams him down with I was going to say a power slam, but not a lot of power behind it, but more of a slowish sort of slam, just kind of bringing him down as he prepares for the next move, which is more of a suplex, and that's a bit more behind it that time. And Tucker needs to avoid letting Marcel get the tag. He wanted it. Aichner had his hand out reaching for it, but not to be. Tucker's in a bad position right now. He wants to make sure he moves himself out of this one. Tricky scenario here for Tucker. Otis had a pretty poor opening stint. Marcel's looking really, really good. And Tucker needs to try and wrestle control of this match, regain some momentum for the team. And also Marcel, well, he needs a tag, I feel. He's been in there for a while, a few minutes now, as another slam. And every time he gets slammed down from one of these two big men, it's going to hurt. And Tucker may be going for a bit of a risk here in bringing Otis back in. And there's a double tag. So Aichner will join. So I wouldn't say a fresh man in Otis, but it's certainly a fresh man in Aichner. And now Otis. He's able to toss him away though. So maybe Otis, this is a better matchup for him. Marcel looked very, very good in his opening stint. Aichner, can he continue the momentum that his tag team partner created? Both teams need that decisive win. As we said, the Viking Raiders undefeated, and you want to have a team that is really coming into that tag team match with a lot of momentum behind them. And so far, Imperium are probably the closest chance to getting that, but Heavy Machinery making it difficult for them right now as a DDT. Tucker got back in from the tag from Otis, and there's a big smashing clothesline, clubbing him right in the jaw. And that's more like Heavy Machinery. They are called Heavy Machinery for a reason. They hit you hard. They will hurt you at every single strike, and it's going to be very difficult to work your way through it if you allow it to happen for a long period of time. And so far, they have not really had a long burst of momentum. They've had, small little stints where they've been on top of this match, but they've let it slide away. Is this Tucker's chance to make sure that his team is in a winning position? Otis is hurting, so I feel like it's going to have to be up to Tucker to get this done here. Front face lock now by Aichner. Grabs a hold of the hand, brings him towards the corner, uses the ropes for a bit of momentum and leverage, and he brings down Tucker. Tucker close to the corner though. He could get a tag to Otis, but Otis is not interested at all. Otis is nowhere to be found. He is still hurting. And Aichner slides underneath. Look out. Hurricane Runner. And Tucker is down. And Imperium working together really well. That's a very smart tag. as he brings in Marcel, and now he'll drag him towards the middle of the ring for the cover, but doesn't even get a count. Well, plenty of time had been passed. Tucker had a good chance to recover. As Tucker, he just bowls over Marcel there. And Marcel, jawbreaker, has him in the corner. And look out, there's press. Right hands, right into the jaw and the cheekbones of Marcel. Good flushing strikes right onto the big rig of Marcel, and he needs to try and recover ASAP. Once again, we're going to bowl this one to the outside of the ring. Looks like Marcel's pretty comfortable out there. He's happy to kind of bring the action out there, but to be fair, I don't think that's a wise decision. And Tucker's not going to give him the choice anyways. Tucker wants to try and put this one to bed. Marcel's been good, but he's hurting still. And he's going to come to the outside again. And Tucker gets him down, bowls him over again. Back inside the ring. Tucker does not want to be out there. He much prefers to be in the middle of the ring, and he wants to try and set him up for the win. He can't win it from the outside. And that's what Tucker realizes. Marcel with a counter. Right hand didn't even knock him off his feet. Marcel a little bit surprised. Maybe a tag? No. Tucker with a counter. Tucker gonna bring Marcel to his corner. Otis could come in for the big cleanup here. Oh, gets met with a kick though and a knee. I think Marcel got Otis as well as, oh, back body drop. Down goes Marcel. Tucker now. Could he potentially put him away? Marcel. Tossed away again. Tucker lining him up. This could be Heavy Machinery's chance. Imperium in trouble. The tag's been made. A smart one as Aichner back in. Fabian Aichner could potentially try and seal the deal for the team. It's been a tough little stint here for Marcel. He didn't quite execute well. Tucker's been in a better position to take it from here. Otis gets the tag. Otis is back in. Trouble now. Hurricane Rana though by Aichner. He caught him out. And Aichner, knocks over the referee. And Otis is in the middle of the ring. Aichner gonna line him up. Otis has been hurting all match. Aichner, here we go. Big drop kick. Missile drop kick off the top. Landed it right on the chest. And Otis needs to kick out. And he can't do it in time. Imperium get the win. Tucker was there, but he was just a step slow to break it up. And the big man, he has taken a wealth of punishment throughout the match. And a little bit too much more than he could handle here tonight. Heavy Machinery go down, and Imperium score their second win here in NXT. A big win for them at that. This is a win that I don't know if it puts them in the mix just yet, but geez, they're going to be close. 2 big wins already, and now I think other tag teams are going to start taking notice of Imperium. They've had a strong impression so far. Walter's been impressive, and now he's brought his other crew members with him, and they are starting to certainly make a few waves here in the tag team division. The Viking Raiders are still the team to beat. There's no doubt about that. This is a team that maybe have a chance. They had a few little slip-ups tonight, but so far they were pretty good. As wait a second, what's going on here? Backstage, Keith Lee is down. That's the brand new North American champion, Keith Lee. He's down. The perpetrator there, wheelchair in his hand. He is laid out. Keith Lee, a good close friend of Adam Cole's, a member of the Undisputed Era, and it looks like the leader of the Undisputed Era is going to take matters into his own hands and try and get back that championship for the group. Well, our main event tonight, Candice LeRae up against Dakota Kai. Looking forward to this one. 2 women right smack bang in the middle of the pack, I would say. A win will get them a title shot. A win will seal the deal for them and make them a player in this division. They've been struggling, but what we have seen from both women is a few wins over the last few weeks. They're starting to really gain a bit of momentum. They've been struggling to kind of break through that middle of the pack, and there's been so many great women in the division, but they're starting to gain a few wins. 3 wins now for Dakota. She's starting to really put it together. She had a slow start. Opportunities are starting to come her way a little bit more now, and things are starting to happen for her. Well, the fans are split down the middle. This is going to be a close one. Not sure who will have the support of the fans. Not sure who's going to win this one. It really could go either way. But what we will find out is who will take on Rhea Ripley at NXT Takeover. And that should be a really big matchup. You know, Rhea Ripley, she's kind of been waiting for that next challenger. She defeated Shayna Baszler, won the championship. She's been waiting for that next person to come along and try and take that title from her. And so far, it hasn't really happened just yet. But, you know, we haven't had a clear-cut #1 contender. And that's why we're having this match right now, to figure out who's the best option, who's the best pick. And quite honestly, you know, I wouldn't mind seeing a 3-way or a fatal 4-way. Test Rhea Ripley out that little bit more, bring a few other women into the mix. You know, the thing about NXT right now is there's so many newcomers to NXT. They're all trying to find their way, all trying to, you know, make their mark here in the division. And a lot of them haven't quite been able to do that just yet. But there is a good opportunity, I am sure, for many of the women here to really stamp their authority, make their mark, and take that next step up. And that's what both women are trying to do right now. And that's going to be a big question, is who will be able to do it? Will it be Dakota Kai, or will it be Candice LeRae? Nonetheless, big main event for us here tonight. The women main eventing. We haven't had that too often as of late, so it's good to see the women back in the high-profile situation, especially here at NXT. Dakota and Candice LeRae aren't the big names just yet that we usually have here in the main events, but this is a good opportunity for both women to kind of say, hey, why aren't we in the main events more often? We're just as good. This is a great chance for them to really improve their star power. A big win in a main event, and that can put a lot of people on notice, as that's a big move off the top of the rope, avalanching Dakota Kai at the top. Cover here. Candice could do it. No. Candice LeRae, of course, the wife of Johnny Gargano. A man who's had plenty of success here in NXT. Cruiserweight champion. Of course, tag team champion. Been involved in title matches for the NXT championship. So Candice LeRae would love to follow in her husband's footsteps and go down that path to becoming a champion as well. Gargano trying to kind of find his way again after a few big losses as of late. LeRae hasn't quite found her mark just yet, but as we said, this is the match to do it. LeRae's got Dakota Kai in the corner, head first into that turnbuckle. That's going to hurt. As now attempted to find a kick and followed up at a single leg takedown, swept off her feet was Candice LeRae. You can see she's just in that corner there, and Dakota just putting that boot right to the face of LeRae. And now Candice can be worked over here by Dakota, and this is a good strategy so far from Dakota Kai. She's clearly identifying a few of the body parts of LeRae, trying just to wear down the entire body. Big kick again right to the jaw. She's just trying to work away on the chest, the face, the arms, the legs. I like this strategy. Maybe she's going for a little bit too much as a backbreaker there. She might be trying to go for, too many body parts rather than trying to single out one particular one. But I don't mind this so far. This has been good. And LeRae, look out. Here we go. Oh, beautiful move. The sunset flip over the top could be all here. This may be a... Ooh, no. Well, very good stuff there as LeRae looking as though she's in a good position maybe to seal an early win here. Swinging neck breaker. Dakota Kai, we talked about her strategy a moment ago, maybe targeting every body part rather than one particular one. Hasn't quite worked out just yet. LeRae still moving around pretty well despite that offense early from Dakota Kai. LeRae has her on the ropes here. Here comes Candice LeRae. Dakota Kai is met in the back there with a knee. And Dakota, tried to maybe go for a quick little pinfall there, trying to get the shoulders down. She didn't quite hook it right. And LeRae with the counter, followed up with an enziguri. And so far, Candice LeRae in a good position. And another neck breaker. LeRae in control. LeRae could do it here. Candice, no. Thought maybe there was a chance that Candice could be going to take over, but not quite. She still needs a little bit more just yet. As now Dakota Kai has Candice up. Look out. Here's trouble. Where's she going to go with her? Into the corner? No, she's wasted too much time. Far too much time wasted. And instead, she gets nothing for it. She could have had a powerbomb. And, here we go! What about that from Dakota Kai? Candice went jaw first right into the mat. And that could easily break your jaw landing like that. That is not good at all as Dakota Kai, full head of steam. Here we go with a big kick in the corner. Sami Zayn-like kick in the corner. And that's what you want to see. It's worked for Sami many a times. Will it work for Dakota right now? No. Big boot right on the jaw, flush on the jaw in the corner. Now Dakota Kai thinking this might be my chance. Dakota had a few bad minutes there. She's trying to fire back. Candice though with a counter. And drives her down. Alright, well this is the chance here. Dakota. Up on the shoulders of LeRae. Here we go! Oh yeah, that is fantastic. She picked her up and put her down. And she kind of flung her down off her back, right into the canvas. And Candice LeRae thought that was going to be it. I actually thought that was going to be it as well. That was a tremendous move. But Dakota, give her some props here. She's hanging in there. She's fighting hard. Now LeRae. Looking maybe for a Hurricane Rana. Reversed it. She's still got the shoulders down. Legs hooked. Could be it. No. Kick out at 2. And incredible stuff there from Candice LeRae. This is some really riveting offense from Candice. She's really doing everything she knows at the moment. And Dakota Kai and Candice LeRae beating the crap out of each other at the moment. And this is a tough contest. A main event of NXT. Chance for the championship match on the line. The winner will certainly deserve it. So far, both women have been giving everything they've got. Candice LeRae trying to get a hold of Dakota. Shrugged off. Again, Candice to the right. And now Candice LeRae with a head scissor takedown. Candice a little bit slow though, as you can see. She's taken a bit of a beating so far. She's exerted a lot of energy with a lot of this innovative offense. You know, when you go off the top of the rope with your opponent, it still hurts you just as much sometimes as now the hook of the leg. And that's the risk you take. You kind of sacrifice yourself to inflict damage on your opponent. And Candice LeRae, you can see, it's that step slower because of the fact she's gone off the top rope a few times. Shot to the midsection. And now shrugging off Dakota Kai. Big clothesline to forward it though. Very, very good stuff here. And now in the corner, Dakota Kai goes down. And Candice LeRae swinging that breaker again. Excellent, excellent offense here. And now Dakota Kai in some danger potentially. Hook the leg and a kick out again. Well, Dakota Kai hasn't had a lot of offense as of late. This has been all Candice LeRae. Can Dakota Kai bounce back here? If she can't do it quickly, this match is all but over. Let's be honest. She needs to find something. Dakota Kai. What about this? Like a reverse Boston Crab in a way. This is a very, very dangerous scenario for LeRae, but she just grabbed the leg and swept it out underneath Dakota. And now Kai bounces back with a knee right to the face of Candice. Valiant effort from both women so far. They're both giving everything they've got, and I'm going to say Candice LeRae's been the better of the two. And oh, here we go! Candice LeRae got it locked in. That arm is hooked back, but Dakota Kai, oh no, she's able to get out of it. I've seen that move many times in Universe Mode. Win championships, and that could have been another championship hold for Candice LeRae. One that would get her a chance to become a champion and get her a title shot, that title opportunity that so many want, that so few get. And Candice LeRae had that shot, but she's missed out. Couldn't quite defeat Dakota Kai with it. And now, Dakota, this has got to be it. You know, Dakota needs to bounce back here, otherwise this match is gone. She's taken a beating, she's hanging in there, but she needs to work her way back into it. Otherwise, this is not going to go well. Candice LeRae has been brilliant so far. And now she's got her on the second rope and hits a neck breaker. Bit of elevation there as well. And that is going to hurt. Dakota Kai dragged towards the center of the ring. Hooks the leg. Could be all here. No. Candice wondering, what more do I have to do? I've given Dakota everything I've got, and she's still kicking out. Dakota Kai, shot to the mix session. Oh, what a big kick. Big running enziguri. Now Dakota sets her up. Dakota Kai, oh yeah, both knees right into Candice LeRae. Down she goes. Dakota, no, gets a 2 count, and that is as close as it will get tonight to a 3, and Dakota Kai nearly had it won. She put everything behind the chiropractor, and it's still not enough. Candice LeRae kicks out and a big powerbomb to follow. And you can see she put everything she had behind that powerbomb. Now the high risk. Dakota Kai up top. What is she going to do? Oh! Dropping the double knees right on the Candice LeRae. I don't think she really got all of it, did she? No, it's not enough for the 3. I feel like maybe just a portion of the knees landed on Candice, because I just don't think it really got everything. There's a big knee to follow it up there. Nice counter, and now it's Dakota Kai's chance. She's hit a couple of big moves. Candice is really hurting. She's got to go in for the win here. She's got to keep this going. Really zone in for it. And Candice gets Dakota Kai outside the ring. Where is she going? Here comes Candice LeRae! Flies through the second and hits the Tornado DDT! Candice LeRae putting her body on the line and going for broke, really. Now Dakota has her in the corner. And now Candice, what about this? Takedown again. And she was spinning and spinning and spinning, and she eventually took down Dakota Kai. Wasted a bit of time going for the pin, but she still is able to get a 2.5 count, putting the pressure on Dakota Kai. She took a little bit too long to get there. Instead, now Dakota Kai trying to work her way back into it. Candice LeRae on the verge of maybe stealing this one away from Dakota. And there's an enziguri, and that could be a game-changing kick. Dakota Kai, big shot. Couple of big more shots right to the chest. And a big one to take down Candice LeRae. And she's going to go up top again. Dakota Kai is going to risk it all. Risk it all for a big splash. Candice LeRae got the knees. Dakota missing. Dakota though with a couple of knees of her own and a kick. Furious kicks right now from Dakota. She is determined to win. And these kicks are deadly from Dakota. Can this be it? Still only able to get 2. What a match between these two women. They are putting on a show, as they are both determined to become #1 contenders. At this point, I'd say both women deserve this chance. Both women deserve an opportunity for the Women's Championship. They are giving everything they have. Candice is up top, right hand to Dakota. Oh boy, what is she going to do here? Candice LeRae up top. Oh! Big swinging neck breaker. Both legs hooked. Candice LeRae can't get it done. 2 count again. Wow. Candice LeRae, avalanche swinging neck breaker, and she doesn't know what to do next. Candice LeRae can't beat Dakota. Candice now has some clotheslines. Well, is either woman capable of winning here tonight? Both women have given everything they've got, and it's still not enough. Candice LeRae in the corner. Dakota Kai turns her around, and she's going to look for that big kick. We saw it earlier on. Full head of steam right to the jaw. Dakota Kai hooks the leg. Surely that's it. No! No, it's not. I thought for sure the referee is counting the 3. Dakota Kai lining up Candice LeRae. Shot to the midsection. Here comes the chiropractor again. The chiropractor by Dakota Kai. Surely now. And she's done it finally. Dakota Kai seals it. And she wins a terrific match. That could be the best women's match of the season. for Universe Mo. What a contest that was. That was a heck of a match. I certainly enjoyed every moment of it. And we talk about a main event, both women having a chance to step up and really shine in the spotlight, and they certainly did that. That was a tremendous contest, a match that had it all. Candice gave everything she had, and for probably the first half of the match, I really thought Candice was in firm control to win it. And Candice went off the top many times, as did Dakota. They went to the ropes, they just went everywhere, and it still wasn't enough. But the second chiropractor was just enough to keep the shoulders down for 3. Tremendous from Dakota Kai. Wait a sec, there is the champion, Rhea Ripley, pointing at Dakota, just letting her know that she's here, she's watching on, and she is more than ready. And Dakota Kai saying, bring it on. Well, looking forward to that contest. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you in the next one.